gun charge, distribution, and drunken public. The Commonwealth actively wipes out Glenn Ford's criminal history.
The Commonwealth attorney, Amy Ashworth, is literally leaving criminals out in public just because they have something negative to say about Mustafa.
I mean, we all saw state police protecting Glenn Ford. He's like, oh, this is Amy's witness. We're not going to document that you're here. We're not going to file a complaint. Go back to Amy. That's what he's telling us. They're protecting Amy's witness.
Amy. You think
that's the state police.
You think Amy Ashworth is going to sit there and entertain information that is going to discredit her drug abuser?
Well, I don't think she has a choice here. I mean, this is a public podcast. The community is watching, and all this information is being leaked on the internet. If Amy Ashworth thinks that she's going to look the other way from her star witness on a recorded line, admit and conspire for murder with the other star witness against Mustafa before this vehicle accident, I think she has another thing coming by law her way. I mean, the community is literally listening to these recordings, watching these body cam, and this is Amy Ashworth. Not in a million years did she expect that these body cams to be on the internet. I mean, why do you think she sealed them off so that the community doesn't watch this unravel itself on the internet?
Exactly. They trespass you from court. They want to have secret meetings. I mean, when you go into Mustafa's hearings,
I mean, why did I get arrested?
That's the only courtroom out of all the courtrooms, out of all these cases that are being called upon. Mustafa is the only case where they have a whole entire unit sitting at the courtroom.
What if I tell you?
Searching everybody to take away their cell phone.
Yeah.
To take away anything that they don't want in the courtroom.
Okay, what if I tell you they're not letting I bring my cell phone, you bring your cell phone, anybody bring your cell phone. Now, this is what they're doing, right? They're literally having the whole scanner set up right in front of
the X-ray machine.
The X-ray machine is set up right in front of the courtroom, right? They pick the whole entire thing and reset it in front of so that way no one comes in with a cell phone. Then how do I have every recorded proceeding inside the court? Now, I'll tell you, I've got your police officers actively supplying me with information. I have every recording. I don't record it. I'm supplied with that information, along with the body cams, along with the discovery. Your own police officer in your police department are not okay with this level of police misconduct. That I'm literally being supplied with material. And I've got so many other material that I'm being supplied with, and the best is yet to come. Mohammed, we're going to end the podcast on that note. Before I end the podcast, do you want to say anything before we finish this podcast?
What I'm going to say is on our next podcast, we're going to take a deep dive into Mustafa's dash camera. We're going to look into the warrant that was issued on April 7th. And then I also want to touch on the medical examiner report and what the medical examiner lied about, and how this medical examiner is a mouthpiece extension of the lies that Robert Drum put onto this case. We're going to expose it. Okay, we're going to go into this medical examiner report, and we're going to find out how this medical examiner is falsifying. I mean, if they do it...
You're specifically talking about Chrysler, who sent us a letter that this vehicle should not be driven, that shrapnel was going to shoot out of the airbag, who's consistent with Dorothy's injuries. But the medical examiner left out instead of repeating, as if the investigator wrote the medical examiner. Shouldn't it be objective and subjective? So we're going to go into those details.
We're going to go into detail how the medical examiner was basically promised. This is what we can conclude. This medical examiner was promised that none of this material would ever see the light of day. Okay? And now that it's out, okay, you can cross-reference what information they were trying to hide and what this medical examiner wrote that was going to go to the courts.
I remember specifically Delegate Kelly Fowler got involved. Before we end this, this is a good segue to end this podcast and pick it up from the second our podcast. I remember Delegate Kelly Fowler about a year ago, right? Got involved and reached out to you, and then reached out to Commonwealth Amy Ashworth. And then Amy Ashworth had a very specific response to Commonwealth Delegate Kelly Fowler. She told her two things. One, we're not going to try this case on the internet. I mean, look around you. What is happening right now? We're literally trying the case on the internet. Sealed material being released, and we get to talk about what you're doing, Amy Ashworth, behind closed doors, and what you have the police department do behind closed doors. Well, that's not working out for you. How does that work out for you, Amy Ashworth? That you're not going to try this on the internet. The second thing that you told her, that Delegate Kelly Fowler, you don't know what other material I have in this case that I'm building my case on. Well, ma'am, I'm here to tell you that I've got every piece of evidence in the discovery. In evidence.com, I've got it. Every police body cam, every discovery document, every audio.
That's what she tells government officials who are...
She lied to her.
Who inquire about why is this man who was involved in a car accident, why is he still sitting in jail after 24 months without a trial?
Now, Delegate Kelly Fowler,
why
I'm
is he
here.
held without bond if he has no criminal background, if he has no criminal convictions? How can you hold a man who was involved in a car accident, who has a dash cam inside of his car? How can you hold this man without bond?
I'm here to tell you that every police report in the Mustafa Al-Jazari case is falsified. I'm here to tell you, Delegate Kelly Fowler, ma'am, you've been duped. You've been duped by Commonwealth Amy Ashworth. Now, the question is, Delegate Kelly Fowler, how do you feel about being duped as a government official? Being duped by another government official. This is the kind of conversation that we're having. And on that note, thank you for being on this podcast. This is not another boring podcast. I want to thank Mohammed, Mustafa Al-Jazari brother. I want to thank myself.
Thank you.
A barefooted monkey fighting for his
Thank you
brother.
for having me.
Thank you for being here. This is not another boring podcast. Mustafa Al-Jazari, through the police body cams, Judge Carol Weimer, under the microscope. Thank you for being here.